Hey y'all, and welcome to another Why You Like This Song. Today's song is going to be Source by Fever the Ghost. I've never heard this song, and I look forward to it because the person that suggested this song has suggested some bangers so far. In these videos, I do a little reaction to the song, and then I turn around and talk about some of the music theory aspects that make the song great. As always, I'm not going to be playing the whole song in the video, but if you want to hear the whole song, I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description. I should also say that the video I'm using for this is from an artist that is directly related to the music artist. I will post a link to that video as well as an audio-only video that goes straight to the artist. So do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and if you're feeling like it, go ahead and give it a share as well. Also, you can check out all of these videos in a playlist on my channel. Without further ado, here comes Source by Fever the Ghost. Cool. All right, I like that pentatonic intro and then the little synth on top of that. The video's pretty trippy too. Cool little stop right before the next section of the verse. Ooh, there's a cool little guitar part there in the background. Yeah. Wouldn't be a video if I didn't talk about how cool the bass line was. Cool. I like how they brought that pentatonic lick back in and built it up with the guitar, then the drums, then the bass. Man, there's all kind of cool synth layers like buried in the background in this thing. Oh, I love those transitions. A little weird gnome thing in the video is distracting me from listening. Oh, cool synth lead. A little tremolo on that part, that's neat. Ooh, added some harmony to it, this is cool. There's a little alien dancing, it's pretty funny. Woo! Okay. Man, every transition in this song is awesome. Okay, cool technique of like adding multiple vocal parts at the same time as we're getting farther along into the song. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I guess that's it. All right, cool. Got distracted by that sound, didn't even realize it was the end of the song. Awesome, really cool song. Lots of cool transitions, definitely some psych in there, but like very cool bluesy, but with the synths and everything. Awesome, can't wait to talk about this one. All right, so that was a pretty rad tune. And of course, I got my handy dandy notebook here and we're ready to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is the pentatonic scale. Wait, what? You're not going to talk about the groove of the song or the synths or the cool bass part or anything like that first. We're diving right in with the pentatonic scale, and here's why. So the pentatonic scale is like the up, up, down, down, left, right, BA of music. The cheat code. The one thing that you can use that you're always going to play a right note and it's always going to be groovy. And there are basically two types of pentatonic scales. There's the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic. But the main thing we need to know about the pentatonic scale comes from the name, pentatonic. Five notes. Most major and minor scales are 7 notes, whereas a pentatonic scale is only 5 notes. And what that does for us is it allows us to use the cool notes and kind of leave out the wonky notes. So it makes it a cool cheat code. And if you want to play any kind of like rock or blues, even hard rock, then you need to know the pentatonic scales. These kind of scales are used by bands like Black Pumas, Black Keys, and Black Sabbath. It goes every genre, every time period. You can go back to the 30s and 40s jazz eras, and they're still using this scale. They use it today. It's a great scale. So let's first play the scale. Seems like this song is in G minor. We're going to use the G minor pentatonic scale, which goes like this. So I'm just going to take a couple seconds to improvise a riff using this scale. So just making stuff up off the fly, it sounds funky, it sounds cool. For any musician that is interested in playing rock or blues, I highly, highly recommend you learn your major and minor pentatonic scales. You'll be using them all the time. Especially for guitar players, they lay out really nicely on the fretboard, especially the minor one. There's one other fun thing about pentatonic scales. You see, the G minor pentatonic scale and the B flat major are the same scale. This happens with regular major and minor scales as well, but with pentatonic scales, it makes it that much more versatile. So here's the G minor. Here's the B flat major. Same notes, just starting in a slightly different place. Another great thing about pentatonic scales is that when you use the minor pentatonic scale in a major key, you get what we call the blue notes, the flat 3 and the flat 7, and that's what makes things funky. So again, can't stress this enough. Pentatonic scales are the cheat code to music. Learn your pentatonic scales. Now, of course, we get that cool pentatonic riff at the beginning, and then throughout there are several awesome pentatonic riffs that happen, especially in transitions. Every time this song goes to a new section, or sometimes just to break up the section we're in, there's a little transition, and they're all a little different, and they're all really cool. And that's really, really good song craftsmanship, because when you do that, it gives the listener something interesting to push the song forward instead of just going, hey guys, we're at the chorus. Hey guys, we're at the next verse. We give the audience something to latch onto on that change, or at least make us go, oh, hey, what was that? Oh, I guess I'm in the chorus now. Let's take a listen to some of those transitions. All right, so there's the one in the first verse just using silence. Let's listen to another example. So that was the one coming out of the first chorus into the second verse. It was pretty cool because it added the guitar, then the bass, and then the drums, and then the synth. It gave us a little story in just a few seconds. Let's do one more. Of course, that one going from the verse into the chorus with that cool unison part I wanted to catch too. Ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Right there at the end, and then the little transition with the pentatonic lick into the last section. It sounds really awesome, and it's a cool way to keep that section going by adding something else interesting to our ears that keeps us, again, wanting to just keep moving through this song and discovering all the different places it's taking us. Speaking of discovering all the different places it's going to take us, there are so many layers of synth in this song. So many layers. In fact, let's play a little game in the comments. Let's see if you can go back and count how many different synth sounds you hear in this song, and then post that in the comments, and we'll see if we can figure out who's right. But I do want to talk about the synth lead section, and not because of the cool melody or the harmonies that are put there, but an effect that's on that synth called a tremolo. Normally when we add a tremolo effect, we think of like adding it to a guitar and using the whammy bar or the tremolo arm to make that effect. But in this case, it's programmed into the synth they're using. I think I've talked about this in other videos before, but it's such a cool part of this song, I think I'm going to bring it up again. And so when you hear the tremolo, what's happening is we have a note, and the note's pitch is here. It's on a line. So for instance, the note A440 is 440 hertz or 440 vibrations per second. And that determines what note we're playing, how many vibrations per second. But that is a sliding scale of pitch. You can whoop all the way up and all the way down. So if we play a certain note on a piano, it'll play those exact amount of vibrations, like this note right here, which of course is A440. Sometimes what we do with tremolo is we go above or below that number and back. And so we're getting a little bit higher than the pitch and a little bit lower than the pitch. And what that does is it adds a wobble to our sound. You might hear a singer use this with vibrato. You might hear a guitar player, as I said before, with the whammy bar. But let's listen to the synth do it with the pre-programmed in tremolo. Plus, I just want to hear the synth part again. It's fun. So I've got a little synth patch loaded in, and I want to play once without tremolo and once with tremolo so we can kind of hear the difference. So first, without. Okay, and now with tremolo. Now that's not the exact same synth sound, nor is it the exact same tremolo from the song. So when you go back and listen for those little wobbles in the sound. It is a little harder to hear once the harmony synth comes in, but you can still hear it. All right, now it's time for bass corner. And in bass corner, it's gonna be a short one this week. I just wanna shout out whoever did this bass part because there are some melodies in it and it doesn't just stay static. Although it does a good job of filling up the low end and playing some melodies. All right, this is a groovy tune. There's a lot to listen to in this song. There are synth parts everywhere, and don't forget our challenge in the comments. How many different synth parts can you count? Of course, there's also some great layering in the vocals, especially in that last chorus. There is a cool groove, and of course, the use of the pentatonic scale really brings in that blues rock kind of element to it that vibes along with the whole psychedelic groove that's still going as well. All in all, awesome suggestion, great tune. And if you made it this far in the video, now's the time to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And if you want to know why you like a song, leave a suggestion in the comments. I will sign off as always by saying see you in the future.